Hello dear students, this is Jyoti Sani and I'm here again with the poem My Mother at 66 written by Kamla Das, which is the first poem in the syllabus of 12th standard. So today we will read this poem which is written by Kamla Das, who is one of the foremost poets of India. Kamla Das, she was born on 31st March 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. Foremost means famous, who are main. So she is known as one of India's foremost poets. She died on 31st May 2009 in Pune. And she is a writer who deals with emotional aspect of life. She is a minute observer of human relations. That's why she has described the minute observance. She has described the relationship between a mother and a daughter, a husband and a wife, etc. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of the soil. So her works are original, versatile because they deal with different aspects, and in her writings there is an indigenous, that means that is related to the native land, the own land, swadeshi, flavor of the soil, अपनी मिट्टी से जुड़ा हुआ. In this poem, she describes the bond between a mother and a daughter. She is a writer who has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhvikatti. Her pen name was Madhvikatti. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, which was published in 1977, a collection of short stories named Padmavati the Harlot. Harlot means Vesya. And other stories which were published on 1992. In the addition to 5 books of poetry. So she wrote 5 books of poetry also. She's a sensitive writer. She's an emotional writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationship. Subtle means minute. She deals with the minute or complex feelings and sensitivity which is present in human relations in lyrical idiom. Lyrical means layatmak. My Mother at 66 is an example. Here she gives an example, which is My Mother at 66. In this poem, she describes the bond between a mother and daughter, and she describes the pain and fear of herself of losing her mother due to harsh reality of life, which is death. The poet also feels that one day she will also decay and die. Her mother is 66 now. She is approaching towards death because she is old now. She is old and weak. So one day she will also become old and weak. So she deals with this idea in this poem. In this poem, as she is going to Cochin and she is she is describing that her mother is sitting beside her in the car. As she sees her mother, she is old, she is approaching towards death, so she is very much troubled, she is very much upset, and she just tries to forget that, leave that feeling, and that's why she tries to divert her mind. So in this poem, she describes the minute feeling, minute observance which is related to her relationship with her mother. Before reading the poem, there is an activity, a thought that aging is a natural process. It's natural. We have already read a poem named The Seven Ages. In that poem also, the poet described that there are 7 ages in life. One who is born has also has to die one day. So this is a natural process. Everybody faces this phase of life. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? So what they demand? Do they demand your money? Your leisure? No. They demand our care, our time. They expect only our care and time, that we should spend our time, our love with them. So the poem My Mother at 66, written by Kamala Das, describes the human relationship, and in this poem the relationship of a mother and daughter is described. Kamala Das was awarded by Weyler Award, Muthu Walkley Award, Kerala Sahitya Akademi Award, etc. for her works. So here we go with the first stanza of the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Those open mouth, her face, actually like that of a corpse. So when the poet, she is driving from her parents' home. She's driving a car and she's leaving her parents' home to Cochin, because she's going to Cochin airport. Last Friday, she was driving on last Friday morning. The time was morning time. I saw my mother. So when she was driving from her parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, she saw her mother beside her. Beside means by the side of. तो लास्ट फ्राइडे मॉर्निंग जब वो कोचीन के लिए जा रही थी ड्राइव करते हुए अपने पेरेंट्स के घर से, तो उसने अपनी माँ को देखा जो कि उसके साइड में बैठी हुई थी. डोज ओपन माउथ, द मदर वॉज dozing. She was sleeping tightly. Her mouth was open as she was dozing off. Her face ashen like that of a corpse, and her face was looking like her face was looking so pale like a corpse. Corpse is called the dead body of a human being. So the mother's face was looking like a corpse because the face was so pale, so colorless, so dull. And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. When the poet, she saw her mother who was sitting beside her and who was looking very weak, then with pain she realized that the mother was looking as old as she looked, because her mother was looking very weak and pale, so she was looking old, so she was old then. But soon put that thought away. The poet had such thought that her mother was looking weak, her mother was looking old, and she was approaching towards death. So that's why, as she was feeling uncomfortable about it, she was very upset about it, so she tried to put that thought away. She tried to leave that thought. And to put that thought away, what did she do? She looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spelling out of their homes. Whenever we are tensed, whenever we are upset, it's normal that we try to divert our mind by listening music, by going on a walk, by laughing with others, etc. The poet was also upset, so she also tried to put that thought away. The thought of losing her mother, that her mother was very weak and looking very weak and dull. So she tried to put that thought away by looking outside of the car as she was driving. So she saw the trees sprinting, which were young, the merry children, the trees who were running. Whenever we are in a dynamic form, it seems that the trees are also running with us. When suppose we are in a car, then we feel that trees are also running with us. The merry children spilling. The merry children, merry means happy. Children always remain happy. So because childhood is the age which is full of simplicity, innocence, free from all worries. Smiling because they were coming out. So on the road she saw some children who were very happy and they were coming out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards. But when she arrived at the airport and she passed the security check, then standing a few yards, when she was standing a few yards away, she saw her mother again. So first, before reading the next stanza, I would like to explain the ideas which are explained in this stanza. First of all, I would like to explain the line number 6. Here, her face action like that of a corpse is given. Students, whenever the word like, as, so as dash as, these phrases are given, these words are given, then there is the poetic device simile. Because simile is a poetic device which compares two objects in a hidden way. When two objects are compared with the word like, as, so as dash as, simile is there. So the poetic device simile is used because like is used here and there is a comparison between the corpse and the mother. In the next line, line number 8, the line is given, she was as old as. So here again, as dash as, I have told you earlier that as dash as, like, as, these words or phrases are given, then there is simile. So again there is a poetic device used, which is used here, that is simile. Looked but put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting. Trees are sprinting. Trees are running. Even trees don't run, but the trees are running. So they are described in a human form. Whenever a non-living object is compared with living object, there is personification. So trees are sprinting, that's why personification is given in this phrase. The merry children. Children are merry. So there is a direct comparison because children are called merry children. So metaphor is used because metaphor is the poetic device which is used when two objects are compared directly. There is an important point regarding trees sprinting. Trees are sprinting. The poet is driving car and her mother is sitting beside her. Her mother is looking like a corpse. She is so mute. She is so still. So she is compared with corpse because she is looking dead. But when the poet, she looks outside the car, then she sees trees sprinting. So trees sprinting shows that time is flown by. Time never remains same. It is flown by. Today, the poet's mother is old and she is approaching towards death. But one day the poet will also decay and die. She will also become old. So this idea is given here. Trees are sprinting and time has flown by. There is another point also, that trees are sprinting, which are non-living, so they are looking as an active object. Poet's mother is looking like a corpse. So trees sprinting are compared with trees sprinting is an example of activity, but mother is not active. So here the activity is compared with the mother who is inactive. Merry children are also smiling. They are coming out of their houses. They are also active, but inside the car the mother is inactive. So here we go. Come to the next line. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards, then the poet, she arrives at the airport and she crosses the security check because she's at airport. Then standing a few yards means this is a unit to measure. Standing a few yards away, I looked again at her. So when the poet, she crosses the security check at airport, then she again sees at her mother, looks at her mother, when pale, and her mother is looking colorless, pale, dull and weak at that time also. As a late winter's moon, the mother is compared with late winter's moon, again as is given, so simile is the poetic device. And felt that old familiar ache. The poet, she felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. This line is very important. The poet felt that familiar ache, old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. In childhood, a child is afraid of losing her or his mother. That mother would go somewhere, she will leave him or her. So when the poet was small, she was a child, she also had that fear that her mother, she would lose her mother. So again, today, at present, that childhood fear is felt by the poet. That familiar pain, वो जाना पहचाना पेन जो उसको बचपन में भी लगता था अपनी माँ को खोने का. Again this fear is felt by the poet. And here she compares her mother with late winter's moon, because winter's moon is so grey and so dull. Mother is also grey haired, she is also old, she is also weak like the winter's moon, late winter's moon, because in late winter moon looks so dull and so weak and so grey. That's why mother is compared with the late winter's moon. And mother is compared with the late winter's moon by using as. So simile is there. And felt that old familiar ache. So poet feels the same ache, same pain as she used to feel when she was a child. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. Even the poet is upset. She is very disturbed by this feeling. But she doesn't show this feeling to her mother. That's why she just said, see you soon, Amma, that they will meet soon. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And what did she do? She only smiled and smiled and smiled towards her mother. Here smile word is repeated, so repetition is used here. This is also a poetic device because the same word is used again and again. So the poet, she doesn't want to trouble her mother, because it is natural that we should not trouble our parents. So the poet, she hides her feelings, she hides her emotions, and when she is parted with her mother, she just smile. Okay students, I hope you have understood this poem very well. So we will continue in the next video with the next topic. Thank you.